Let me introduce about a popular analysis which is used in every business, which is referred as SWOC analysis. SWOC analysis stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and challenges. It is a technique used to identify both external and internal factors that play an important role to understand whether a business or a project is in direction towards achieving its objectives. We need to assess both internal factors and external factors. And before you understand the fundamentals of functioning on SWOC analysis, you need to answer this question: why is this technique or analysis important? Since this technique is a traditional as well as a most simple and powerful technique, it helps an individual or a business to understand what is their present condition, and it will help them to know what is that status of competitive edge or a comparative advantage they have compared to other players in the market. And it will also make an understanding for the scope of possible ways to improve their performance in near future. So SWOC analysis is relevant to even SWOT, where T stands for threats. So here we will make a close analysis of each component, which is broadly classified as internal as well as external. A technique that enables a group or individual to move from everyday problems and traditional strategies to a fresh or a new perspectives. It looks at the strengths and weaknesses and opportunities or threats as well as challenges in analysis. As I mentioned, in SWOT, T stands for threats, whereas in SWOC, C stands for challenges. So this is a basic tool. Its mastery is a fundamental requirement for every entrepreneur or businessman. Let's try to understand every component. The first component in SWOC is strengths. These are the features which benefit the company, such as a product or a sale. And here, strength and weaknesses is associated with internal environment. The characteristics of the business or the team that give it an advantage over industry is also strength. The positive features, which are tangible, and intangible attributes, which is relevant to an organization, is also strength. There are certain beneficial aspects such as their resources, capacity, financial resources, people, and beyond everything is the intangible asset, which is the goodwill of the company. We can look into certain examples which can become a strength of a company. That is a popularity of a brand, large scale of economies of scale which a company gains over a period of time, and the superior management talent pool which they have in their organization, their ability in marketing skills, good distribution skills, and beyond everything, it is their committed employee. Let's look at another example. Product X, which is growing at 3% each month, but product Z or Z is seeing a 3% monthly decline. In this case, product X, which brings more revenue, is where the firm should focus, and their efforts should focus on continuing the profit growth. So the company should look into for their core strengths where they focus and strengthen that over a period of time. The next element of SWOC is weaknesses. It is a characteristic that places the firm at a disadvantage related to others. It detracts the organization from its ability to attain the core goal and influence its growth. Weaknesses are the factors which do not meet the standards we feel they should be met. However, weaknesses are controllable. They must be minimized, and sometimes it cannot be 100% eliminated. So a company should notice on their weaknesses. Weaknesses cause a company to struggle. Example, if you have decided to target a younger audience, but your packaging is still dedicated to senior group of people, the new consumer base will struggle to connect to the product. This will show in your reports and cause an internal struggle within the company. Weaknesses need to be documented and acknowledged to handle them promptly before it spreads to the overall organization destruction. There are a few more examples like limited financial resources, very little budget or little money assigned towards research and development. limited distribution channels, high cost, poor marketing skills, limited management talents, and sometimes your employees are also not well trained to the market requirements. These could be some possible weaknesses. Let's understand the next external factor, that is the opportunities. They are often external. They provide ways for firms to grow successfully. For example, a digital marketing agency helps a client to develop an effective email marketing strategy. This agency has been thinking of doing graphic design, so they offer a reduced fee to redo the existing client's logo. It is an opportunity for the agency to develop a new section of their business without having to devise a marketing plan, because they can reach out to existing clients. Chances to make greater profits in the environment are very high. External attractive factors that represent the reason for an organization to exist and develop. Organizations should be careful to recognize opportunities and grasp them whenever they arise. The company should always look for opportunities and they do not knock the door. You should grab it. So the firm should be at the edge of looking for new changes in the market. Documenting past opportunities can also help to create a plan how to capitalize these future opportunities. The next element is C, that is challenges. The final step in SWOC analysis is acknowledging the challenges. This is how SWOC and SWOT analysis differ, because SWOT analysis focuses only on threats. But challenges are similar to threats. They have the chance of being to overcome. Threats have to be the potential to damage a firm. So these have to be carefully identified. But challenges often already exist and need to be handled appropriately. This step is very crucial if you've already examined the strengths and weaknesses and opportunities, but do not skip assessing challenges. You may be on the path to failure too. Challenges can greatly undermine any progress you have made. So by ignoring this step, you have opened yourself up to potential failure. So the company should focus on what are the changes happening around. When the conditions in external environment really question your existence, then it's too late. So one has to realize what are the challenges to be faced and how you're going to path break these challenges. Examples, it could be entry of foreign competitors, introduction of new substitute products, product life cycle is in a decline stage, or changing customer needs and tastes. Taste is also a major challenge. Or it can be a rival firm, your competitors adopting a new strategy, a turnaround strategy, which could be a challenge to you. So you have to aim on how to cope up with the challenges and grow with the organization. So the next question is, how can we apply SWOC analysis? Use SWOC analysis whenever you have a business idea, whether it's starting a new business, a product, or a product upgradation. You can do SWOC analysis annually, quarterly, or even monthly. It depends on what product or idea you're using SWOC analysis for. But if you choose to do so, SWOC analysis, remember, it's a great cost-effective way to reduce challenges and deter your failure of a business venture or product.